Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is FPL Elma, and today we're going to be going through my Game Week 6 team selection, where you have seen by the title, I'm going to be activating the wildcard for Game Week 6. And so before we get into that, if you're new around here and enjoying the content, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a like, and make sure you hit that bell so you don't miss any content going up on the channel. And not wasting any much time, let's get straight into it. So before we get into my wildcard draft, we're first going to look at my game week 5 team review, where we managed to score 81 points, and that took my overall point 353 and a green arrow of from 1.6 million to 0.6 million. So a very successful game week. So we had Henderson in goal, who managed to finally keep a clean sheet against Manchester United. How United did not score in that fixture, we will never know. They had so many good chances, but Henderson with a man of the match performance and picking up 3 bonus points as well. Then you had Pedro Porro, who's been performing really, really poorly of late. And so have Spurs, to be fair, defensively, so 2 points for him. Trent still doing what he does, although I'd say this was a very lucky assist to Darwin Nunes because it was all Nunes, but we'll take the assist points, and I think a clean sheet as well. And so 11 points. Then we had Konza, who managed to score a goal against Wolves and picking up some bonus points, so 9 points for him. Then you had Salah, who managed to get an assist as well, so 12 points. Then you had Smith Rowe, who scored a goal, picked up some bonus points, 8 points. And you had Rogers, who finally returned by getting 2 assists, so 10 points for him. Then you had Minte, who came off the bench for Jota, who did not start, so he brought to the team only 1 point. He also did not start for Brighton, but he came off the bench when Jota did not come off the bench. Then you had Chris Wood, who scored from the penalty spot, 8 points. Haaland scored against Arsenal, 9 points, and surprisingly picked up 3 bonus points as well. Then you had Calvert Lewin, who I brought in for Isaac, who I managed to score 2 points, but I heard that he had some good chances here and there, but 2 points at the end of the day. Then you had Iversen, who did not start for Leicester, so 0 points. Jota not come off the bench, 0 points. Luis Hall with a small cameo, 1 point. And of course, Barco enjoying the sunny weather in Seville, uh, 0 points. So the team, very strong performance. Hope that for now, I think it's the right time for me to use my wildcard and hope that it's going to be able to perform. And so now let's look at what my wildcard is going to be looking like. So first we'll start off with the goalkeepers and the defenders. So I've already activated the cheap shots to not miss out on prize falls and prize rises. That I can be what's it called? Can be fixed into having certain players and not having other players. Already hit the wildcard button as there are rumors circulating of price rises here and there. So we have Sanchez in goal for Chelsea. Of course, with the news of the uncertainty with Raya at the moment, I think it's a better option not to risk it, and it helps distribute the funds among other places instead of spending 5.6 million on a goalkeeper who's only guaranteed the clean sheets and nothing else. If it was someone like Ederson who kind of a cheeky assist here and there, but I think it's a blessing in disguise. I'll say blessing in disguise. So I'm going for Sanchez, 4.7 million. Chelsea have been keeping clean sheets. They've been looking good defensively. That's why I've gone for Sanchez in there. I hope it's going to continue that form for Chelsea. Then we have Iverson at 4 million. I think at the 4 million price range, you can go for anyone. And I've seen that most people have gone for Fabianski. And the reason I'm avoiding Fabianski is what happens if many people transfer him out. You know he's going to price drop, and that's why I'm going to be avoiding him. So that's I'd recommend also avoiding Fabianski. But the other positive about Fabianski is Ariola picks up some injuries here and there, so there's a chance that Fabianski might start a few games as well. But at the moment, I'm going to be going for Everson, and I hope that he's going to have some cheeky games as well. But I think it's going to be highly unlikely unless Leicester number one is going to be injured. So that's the goalkeepers. Now let's see the defenders. We're going to be having Gabriel, of course. He looks very dangerous from corners. Arsenal look very dangerous from corners. And it's always Gabriel who's at the end of those corners. And that's why I've gone for him in there. And how he's going to be able to continue producing and bring them alongside the clean sheets as well that we know Arsenal are capable of keeping. So that's why I've gone for Gabriel in there. Then we have Trent at 7 million. You all know what Trent can do in this league. He's very attacking. He and Liverpool have high chances of keeping clean sheets as well. So I've gone for Trent in there. Then I've gone for Konza. That's because I've had Konza since match day one. I'm finding it very difficult to let it go to another 4.5 million defender. He's been good. I mean, he's not been the best, but he's been good. He's returned just last game week with 9 points. Aston Villa looked pretty good going up front and also looked pretty good defensively. I know that Konza will be able to continue performing. Then I've gone for Ola Aina in there. Nottingham Forest have looked very good defensively. I know they conceded 2 goals to Brighton, but it was from a free kick and I think from a corner. So that's something you can let go. I think from open play they look pretty solid. That's why I've gone for him, and he also has the potential of attacking returns, and that's why I've gone for him in there. Then we have Greaves at 4 million. I think I've gone for him. He's one of the cheapest playing defenders at the moment, and at 4 million, we had Barco, but he left. But I think now Greaves is playing a lot of games. There's also another defender I've forgotten the name, so pretty decent. So if you want a differential in case we'll transfer Greaves out, I'd recommend you go for the other one. But for me, I'm going to be going for Greaves, and others going to be able to perform. And then the other consideration is Rico Lewis. The reason is not I'm 50-50 about him at the moment is because we all know the pep roulette, the rotation, but with Rodri out, maybe he's going to be in that CDM role. But for now, I think I'm saying 50-50 between Lewis, Aina, and Colwill. So that's why I'm debating at the moment. So it's going Aina, Lewis, and Colwill in that order. So I don't know what I'm going to do before the game, the deadline, but so far the ones you see on the team are the ones who are going to be in there. And yeah, well, as the defense looks pretty solid. I know there are no attacking wing backs apart from Trent and Aina, which is really concerning. Maybe we can go for the troll, as we call him in the FPL community, Lucadine. But nah, I'm going to hold out and skip Konza. That's the defense. Now let's look at the midfield. So this is how the midfield is going to be looking like. I'm going to be having Bukayo Saka in there. I mean, 5 returns in the first 5 games in the Premier League can't go unnoticed, and I think it's also good to have him in there. He's on set pieces for Arsenal, and he's provided most of the assists for Gabriel, so that's why I've gone for him. Then we have Semenyo at 5.6 million. I think I've bought into the hype of Semenyo with Southampton and Leicester, I think, in their next 2 fixtures. Is it Ipswich? They play the relegation teams. And Semenyo has looked lively. I can't lie, he's looked lively, but he's not someone I want to keep in the team. But I've just bought in to the hype and hope that riding the hype is going to be able to make him perform. And he's passed the eye test, but he's not gotten any attacking returns so far. I think he's gotten a few assists here and there, but no substantial attacking returns. But I've gone for him, but I might still revert back to Smith Rowe, who's proven that he can score and get assists. But for now, 7 is in the team, nobody's going to be able to perform. Then we have Mbeumo at 7.2 million. He's looked pretty good against Spurs. He managed to score again. He now looks like he's playing the central role because all of their strikers are out injured. And yeah, I hope he's able to perform. He's going to continue the same form. They play West Ham, who have been leaking goals for fun. They leaked 6 goals to Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. They just leaked 3 goals against Chelsea in the Premier League. So, but Memo can be able to exploit that shaky defense, be able to perform. Then we have gone for Rogers at 5.1 million. I've been with him since game week 1 as well, same as Konza. And I have going to be keeping him in the team. I was going to be able to continue his form and producing more attacking returns, building up to the hype of the previous game week. Then you have Luis Diaz finishing off the midfield at 7.9 million. I think he's the top scoring midfielder at the moment, and I think he's going to be able to perform. He didn't play in the Carabao Cup, so I'm assuming he's going to start in the Premier League fixture. So I've gone for him in there. And with that, you can see my other consideration. I have dropped Mo Salah from the team. There's that thing, slight thing at the back of my mind saying, keep Salah, keep Salah. He always keeps on performing, but as a predicted price drop at the moment. But I think we can do without Salah. I think if Diaz continues outperforming Salah, I think we can be able to go with Diaz instead and save some couple of cash in there. And if Salah starts performing again and Diaz drops off, there's always a chance you can just move some things around here and there and bring Salah back into the team. But for now, Salah just a consideration. I've seen some pretty good drafts with Salah in there with Salah, Saka, and Haaland in there. But I think that's they look a little bit shaky in defense with no Trent. I think Trent is very essential in FPL. So that's the team. That's the midfield. Now let's just look at the forward line. So now let's look at the forward. We're going to be having Haaland in there, of course. I've had Haaland since match day one, since game week one, and there's no way I'm going to be subbing him out or transferring him out anytime unless he gets a long-term injury like Rodri. But for now, he's going to be in the team. He's going to be locked in. Help him continue performing, and I'm sure this season he's going to break the record for most amount of goals scored in a season, which was set by him, of course. Then you have Chris Wood. I've been with him since game week one as well, and of course, starting to buy into the hype, so he's no longer a differential as I wanted him to be throughout the rest of the season. He's on penalty for Nottingham Forest. He's the main striker for Nottingham Forest. But this game week, they don't have Morgan Gibbs White, so it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to navigate without him. So Chris Wood is in the team. Hope he'll be able to continue scoring goals. And yeah, then you have Solanke finishing off the team. He's had a very good Europa League as well. He's managed to get a goal and an assist, and he got a goal as well in the weekend fixture. So I've gone for him in that 7.5 million. Then another consideration I'm thinking of is Havertz. I mean, if you can't get Raya and you want three Arsenal players, why not look for Havertz, who's playing as a striker at the moment? I know the likes of Jesus are back, but Arteta seems to trust Havertz to be the striker. And I think Havertz is also a very good differential as well. And someone I'm thinking of, it's either Solanke or Havertz for me. But for now, I'm going for slightly Solanke, but it might change before the deadline. So that's the wildcard team. This is how the wildcard is looking like. Let me know in the comments what some of the differentials you're thinking of. And now let's look at how we're going to be lining up for game week 6. So this is how we're going to be lining up for game week 6. So we're going to be having Sanchez in goal, Gabriel, Trent, and Konza in the defense, Saka, Semenyo, Diaz, Rogers, and Buemo in the midfield, and Haaland and Solanke finishing off the team in the forward position. I'm going to be going for Captain Haaland, but it might change to Saka in the last minute because they're playing at home against Leicester, and Arsenal have the capability of scoring 5-6 goals at home, and that's why I'm so it might go to Saka, but for now I'm going to be going for Haaland. On the bench, we're going to be having Everson, Aina, and Fuller, and Wood. The reason I'm going for Wood on the bench is because Morgan Gibbs White is going to be suspended for this fixture, and we don't know how they're going to be able to navigate that midfield without the brilliance of Morgan Gibbs White. So that's why I've just gone for him on the bench. Then you have Greaves finishing off the team. He's going to be the new Barco in the team at 4 million, just chilling there and getting some hopefully one day performs when someone is not playing. So that's the team for game week 6. I know this is a very long video. Of course, if you managed to reach this far, don't forget to hit that sub button. Don't forget to like. And with that, I'd like to thank you all guys for watching, and I'll see you all guys later. Bye bye.